Spirituality is the path of self-discovery. It is the path of coming into self-realization and understanding who you are and what exactly your purpose is here. Now, when we think about that, it's important to always reference your idea, your belief systems about what the creator is. And when I say the creator, I mean the absolute intelligence that governs and has manifested and materialized all of this that we are essentially experiencing and creating within. Understand that when you are here, as you are living this life, you are creating within the existence of something that has already been created, within the framework of this ultimate divine matrix that is what we call the universe, right? The collective universe. Now, but understand that you as an individual, your consciousness is in fact creating your own universe within that vast universe. And when you think about this in terms of how and why this is possible, it is because consciousness, grand consciousness, what I like to call, most often people call it God, the universe, the absolute, the supreme source, infinite source, divine intelligence, that thing has created you. Why do you think it has created you? It has created you with a purpose. It has created you with the single purpose of experiencing life from your particular point of view, from the point of view of somebody that has grown up in a background like yours, somebody who thinks like you, somebody who looks like you, who has manifested and materialized this physical form such as yours, right? Ultimately, you are the divine, individualized expression of that thing we call the creator. And your objective, your mission here is to manifest a particular experience. What is that experience? That experience is the things that have been in your mind, that have been swirling around in there, telling you to do this, to do that. Essentially, your dreams, your passions, your desires, your talents. Those are the things you are here to actually do. But what is happening is the false self, the part of us that we need in this physical realm in order to protect us from harm and things of that nature, the ego is here basically warning you and telling you that the things that you want to do can be in fact dangerous. Now, is that true? Not necessarily. From the point of the ego, the standpoint of the ego, which only thinks about protection, which only thinks about things that can potentially harm you, if that ego has a very loud voice within your mind, meaning that you are led by that ego, you listen to that ego, you identify with that ego, if it is loud within you, then it is going to govern and motivate you based on its objective. Whereas what we need to do is you need to focus on listening to consciousness, because consciousness is essentially that divine spark that comes from the creator to actually help you to create the things that you absolutely must create in order for you to truly be fulfilled and happy in this reality. Now, when you think about creation, what I want you to do is understand that your consciousness is in fact that of the same essence of grand consciousness, often called God. You are a divine expression of that thing. Now, you are such a powerful creator that you have in fact created an amazing, powerful machine that would allow you to walk this earth, to maneuver, to do things, to be in action with an alignment with your thoughts, to actually make things happen, right? This machine is called your body. You understand that you have materialized this body. Your consciousness has created this body, and this body is a representation of consciousness, your individual consciousness. This is why we all look different, because our consciousness is individual. It is unique. It is special, right? No one's consciousness is similar to somebody else. No one thinks, sees the world, views the world exactly the same as you do. You are unique. You are special. Your body is a representation of that uniqueness. And your body is a materialization of your consciousness. Even as you continue to live through life, how you are living your life, how you are aligned with your consciousness, your body follows suit. Your body materializes and recreates itself almost 7 years. Every 7 years, the cells in your body has regenerated and replaced itself. The question is, what have you done to align yourself with consciousness in a way that aligns with your spirituality, that aligns with you, in fact, living up to and materializing the objectives and the purpose that you have while you are here? You have to ask yourself those questions, but really you want to get into the reality and the understanding as to why you look different, why you look the way you look, because it is a manifestation of consciousness. And you can change how you look, right, based on how you are aligning with consciousness. If you are somebody who is overweight and out of shape and you're not working out, you're not active, you're feeling, fatigued and tired, it is because oftentimes you are identifying with the ego, your false self, with this idea that maybe, you're depressed, you're not good enough, you're not fit, you're not able to go exercise, a myriad of excuses and things that are stopping you from actually aligning yourself, your body, with being optimal and aligning yourself with the best way possible to achieve the goals you have, right? The body, the physical form of the body is meant to do physical things. It's often said the body is meant to move. And if you're not moving, then essentially you are dying, right? You're being stagnant. And not only physically, but also emotionally, spiritually, you have to be in alignment in all aspects of mind, body, and spirit in order for you to manifest and materialize the things that you want. But ultimately, what I want you to understand is that your consciousness is such a powerful creator that it has created this magnificent machine, this magnificent mechanism, this magnificent structure called your body. And it allows you to do some amazing things without you even thinking about it, right? Your heartbeat, you breathing, the cells in your body that are constantly moving and breaking down food and all these different things, because you have created such a beautiful machine that it can operate on its own. But also, this machine can operate by way of whatever you command it to do. And if you are in alignment with your goals and your dreams, and you understand the generating factor of how your body can create more energy to support you in essentially materializing and making the things that you want real, right? By essence of, like, when you work out, oftentimes the reason why people don't work out is because they don't have enough energy. The ironic thing is, when you work out, you generate energy. So understand that the idea of you feeling like you don't have something is automatically remedied when you do the thing that you feel like you don't have, right? That you feel like you can't do. That's how you create. That's how you manifest. That's how you generate and materialize the things that you desire. The body is a perfect example of how we actually can and should materialize the things that we desire. So getting back to the body's ability to generate energy, it is important to recognize this, because when we generate energy, we essentially generate the energy needed to charge ourselves up and act, to take action, to do things, to essentially create. Every time we do something, we are creating something. Every time we think something, we are creating something. Your very nature is creating. Even when you're not doing anything at all, there is a result happening from that, right? You can say meditation. It can be defined as simply not doing anything, being still. You are creating something. You are creating peace, tranquility, mindfulness, stillness, the ability to observe your thoughts. Okay, so there is no way possible that you cannot do anything and not create a result. That is just what we are here to do, right? So when you think about understanding, your job here is to create. Recognize that now you can take ownership of what it is that you create. When you take ownership of what it is that you create, knowing that your consciousness, the thing that has created your amazing body, the thing that has created and continues to create your thoughts and your perspective, When you recognize that that is God, basically identified as you living this life, you take more ownership over the things that you dream about and desire and have passion for. Because essentially, what that is God speaking through you. When you move in alignment with the things that you desire, the things that you want, that is God working through you, creating that thing. You see, you are not separate from God. God is not separate from you. You are one with God. God is one with you. So when you are aligned with this reality and you are moving from this place of understanding, guess what? You become unstoppable because you recognize that God and the entirety of the universe is in alignment with you creating what it is that you desire. You creating the things that resonate with your spirit, with your soul, with your consciousness. And that allows you to move forward in the understanding that you are the creator of your universe, right? That you essentially are the God of your universe, right? So when you own that, you become unstoppable, all right? The potential is unlimited, right? You can do anything. So focus in on this concept of you being a creator. Focus in on this concept of you being able to create whatever it is that you want because you have the power, because you are a descendant of that which created all things. This makes you able to create all things. So when you own that, then you can move forward in a very empowering way. Now, yes, there are going to be obstacles because your ego is still loud. Your ego is still dominant. And if you are somebody who has been led by the ego and this false self, and you are living in fear and you are desiring to protect yourself from harm or disappointment or regret or shame or guilt, those things that hold low vibration energy, if you are somebody who has been led by that, then it is going to take some time, right? And some work. And this is why we use the spiritual principles to actually transform, reprogram yourself from listening and being guided by the ego to listening and being guided by consciousness, okay? This is your true self. But in this world, we often don't get taught that. We don't understand that. We're in the world that feeds into the ego. And so in order for you to take this spiritual walk, you have to walk with consciousness. You have to let go of the ego, really transform how you see the ego, understand the ego, but put it in its proper place. And when you do that, then you can transform your reality and essentially create the reality that you want. Thank you so much. Feel free to go to drabundant.com, subscribe to my daily newsletter, and get this free ebook, The Power Within. I invite you to also join my Conscious Creators Circle. It's a paid prescription-based membership, which allows you to get detailed access on special techniques that I share and post, weekly calls, unlimited email coaching, and much more. So join the circle. Continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.